Renee Boxyoung with you, boxing fans, critics, and analysts. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting, showing the love, subscribing, viewing, etc., man. Sad news, man. Let's get right to it, man. World Boxing Association, WBAboxing.com, link in the description. WBA mourns the death of boxers in Sonora. Let's check it out, man. I mean, it's sad. You got the photo here. You know, these young fighters, young prospect, amateur fighters, man, who had dreams, who had, hopes and aspirations of the future. The World Boxing Association mourns the bus accident in which 7 teenager boxers, one trainer, and the bus driver lost their lives. It's horrible. The tragic event happened in the first hours of this Sunday near Benjamin Hill in the state of Sonora. That would be March 8th. The local Mexican media has been able to collect only a few details, but it was confirmed that 7 teenagers from 13 to 17 years old lost their lives in the accident, which also caused the death of the head trainer and the bus driver. That's just bad. That's just bad. The Puerto Peñasco team had participated in Cajeme, and they were on their way back to Puerto Peñasco. If I'm not mistaken, this was a boxing event. The bus was property of the Puerto Peñasco City Institute, which, according with the reports, it overturned at 2 a.m. approximately. The team was managed by head coach Jonathan Oros, who also died. Check this out, guys. Coach Oros trained our former champion Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada, among others. So, I mean, yeah, it's bad, man. Condolences to all the families, of the victims, everyone, all these kids, the trainer, the bus driver. It's just horrible news, man. These kids had aspirations. These kids had dreams. These kids, they were probably going to be a future star in boxing, man. But unfortunately, those dreams were cut short by this accident. El Gallo Estrada, talked about this in Spanish. He address this issue in his words. I'm going to try to translate it the best I can, man. It says, I'm without words with all that has occurred. I'm sorry for the loss of my highly esteemed friend and trainer, Jonathan Oros, and of the youth of the fatal accident. It's the nightmare of every parent. It's just, a horrible nightmare that any parent, these parents of the victims are going through. Somewhere along those lines, he's saying. His nephew, also Adolfo, was also there in those moments, and he's in critical condition, man. So prayers for El Gallo, his nephew, who's in critical condition, man. And link in the description of his profile, right? But yeah, man, this is horrible. Sorry if you hear dogs in the background. Got some dogs out there barking. But yeah, this is just horrible, man. 2019 we lost several boxers, man, and now in 2020, 7 kids. I pushed this in Spanish, okay, for those who understand Spanish, and for the Spanish folk or who understand that language, I pushed it out, but in that article in Spanish, I think it said 6 teenagers. Okay, I don't really recall. I think it was 6 teenagers. So here it says 7, but I'm sure the information will be a little bit clearer as the news develops. But 7 died here, and this is here are the kids, man. It's just sad, man. It's just sad, and it is what it is, man. I just don't know. I don't have any other words, man. So Renee Boxyoung, salute, guys. Thank you so much for sharing, subscribing, showing your support, man, and rest in peace. Rest in peace to these victims, rest in peace, and condolences to the family. Prayers up, man. Prayers up for the victims, families, and loved ones, okay? Peace out, fam.